Rare photos you've never seen before. A photo of a Catholic missionary holding the hand of a starving boy. It was taken on Uganda in 1980. In this photo, innocence is mixed with hate. The irony of a black man protecting the right of white people to assemble and protest against him. The kid is unaware of what is happening around him, looking his reflection on the trooper's shield. This unique photo shows human remains that came to the surface after an excavator in Iran in 1973. They seem to embrace each other, and it is said that they perished around 800 BCE. Two black American soldiers with special artillery ammo for Hitler. Photo was taken on March 10th in 1945. Ironically, brave black men were fighting for a country that was discriminating against them. This iconic photo, known as Lunch Atop a Skyscraper, was taken in 1932. It is showing 11 iron workers taking their lunch break 850 feet above Manhattan's ground. It was actually a stunt for a campaign to promote the skyscraper. Weapon engineers Stoner and Kalashnikov posing with their respective rifles in the USA in 1990. The most famous photo of World War II, the Soviet flag over the Reichstag, after Russian army captured Berlin in 1945. The man with the creepy look was the Italian fascist leader Mussolini during one of his public speeches in 1935. This photo captures the tragic story of Shalafu family. Both parents were jobless and recently evicted from their home. They decided to sell their 4 children back in 1948. This photo was taken 3 days after the Normandy beachhead was established, showing the colossal scale of the U.S. forces' operation to liberate Europe in 1944. Women in Montreal wearing plastic headgear to shield themselves from snowstorms in 1939. A tragic photo of a trapped girl after the Armero volcano eruption in Colombia. Rescue teams tried to free her trapped legs, but unfortunately, she passed away after 3 nights. An aerial photo of the famous Cologne Cathedral during World War II. The cathedral suffered 14 times by Allies' bombs, but stood tall in an otherwise flattened city. Argentine soldiers posing with a penguin during the Falklands War in 1982. German infantrymen watch enemy movements from their trenches shortly before an advance into Soviet territory on July 10th in 1941. In this photo, Germans attempting a mock or fake execution, trying to gather any information from this prisoner. Mock executions were a psychological torture with the intention of making the occupied countries to fear the Germans. Julianne, at the age of 7, was jailed at Oxford Castle Prison for stealing a baby stroller and sentenced to 7 days of hard labor in 1870. Soldiers of British, American, and Russian armies mocking Hitler's salute on his famous balcony after conquering Berlin in 1945. Schoolgirls demonstrate against caning, a type of physical punishment in London schools in 1972. A photo of the Earth as seen by astronauts Eugene Cernan, Ronald Evans, and Harrison Schmitt from Apollo 17 in 1972. A man suffers from a war symptom known as a shell shock. The cruelty of the war drove him insane, losing self-control and awareness of the reality around him. American Marines charging from their landing craft onto the beach in the Battle of Iwo Jima in 1945. An Iron Man of the past. This early diving suit was called the Iron Man. It had electric charging and pressure protection system. The photo was taken in New York in 1907. An outstanding photo displaying the atomic cloud over Nagasaki in 1945. Fidel Castro visits the Lincoln Memorial during his visit to the United States, shortly after he took power in Cuba in 1959. Japanese kamikaze pilots posing with a puppy the day before their final mission in 1945. Jesse Owens salutes after his gold medal at the 1936 Summer Olympics in Berlin. Hitler personally wrote a letter to him to congratulate him on his spectacular victories, which was more than what he got from the American presidents. Stalin's monument was torn down in 1956 by enraged anti-Soviet crowd during Hungary's October Revolution. The final photo of John Lennon. He is signing an autograph for Mark Chapman. Hours later, Chapman returned to his apartment and took his life. the Italian team at the opening ceremony for the first ever Paralympics that took place in Rome in 1960. Which photo was the most unique and rare for you? Let me know in the comments.